Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the Tokyo Samurai's Madden 26 franchise. It's been a little bit because I was really focused on finishing the Cardinals Giants franchise with Voodoo. So now that that is over and we have some time, I am going to get back into this, and we are going to try to finish this season off here um, with a good record here. I mean, we're right now 8-5, so already pretty good. But we did come off of a loss here last week versus the Assassins. Very unfortunate, just very close game. Lost by 2. But we'll be taking on the Salt Lake Peaks here, who are 6-7, and they are they're looking to fight for playoffs. They're currently the 8 seed. Also, they are a game behind the Rockets, who are in the NFC East with them for that division lead. But we are still one game ahead of the Reno Jacks, so we obviously are going to try to keep winning here, but obviously last week we couldn't. We'll see if we can today. Let's start off by looking at just weekly strategy here. Let's go real quick through it. It's a lot of the same stuff, to be honest. It's not going to be a lot of new, unique things here. Probably just going to be those things there. And the 4-2-5, and we will use the screen game. Why not? We'll try to get that more involved, and then we have the ongoing recovery. That's fine. And then we're fine with those guys as the 6 guys getting the XP boost there for the training. Let's see, any injuries. We do miss out on Richard Cardona this week, who is our backup left tackle. And then defensively, we are fine. So we are looking okay here. And I do see that Bijan Robinson and Connor McGovern are both hurt this week and will not be playing. So that is going to be rough for their offense, but good for us. Leonard Williams hopefully will be a good benefactor of the missing pieces there to have a really good game. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to just boost his nose tackle ability here, and he gets a decent upgrade. Dante Kent, he's a guy that I still really want to see more from. Let's give him zone upgrade this time. Playing up to an 83 with the morale, but 2 zone coverage, all right. He's not bad with the morale boost and everything, but I don't know. He still hasn't really been fantastic. Cedric Ray, run stopper. We just need him to be a better tackler, really. 3 block shedding as well. That's nice. And then Avery Young. Yeah, he's an interesting player for sure. I would say probably run support, just because he's really slow and he plays better as like a sub linebacker role than anything. I don't want to see him playing safety or slot corner or anything, nickelback, anything like that. But aside from that, I don't think there's really anything else to look at here. So we're just going to hop into this game. Get going. So the Peaks are 2 overall higher than us, but we will see if we can maybe pull off a win here. Obviously, we're higher record, but wow, that is loud in my ear. That is okay. So we are in Salt Lake here today, and they're looking for a win to get to 7-7. I don't know if we've played the Peaks before, but I actually do kind of like their uniforms. But I love our uniforms. I've talked about a million times. I love the pink and the off-white. I actually do like their uniforms. I think they're nice, a little unique, but not super like out there. Like, they feel believable as real football NFL uniforms. It's a different color scheme than any other uniforms in the league. But we look at their team. Jaden Daniels is their quarterback. He is going to be a problem. Super fast, super athletic, and also has a good arm. Pretty good arm. Pretty accurate. Just really going to be tough. He's a great player. Got to try to contain him somehow. At running back, obviously, Bijan hurt, as we said, so we will see Drew Hoffman, the rookie. More of a power back, it looks like. He'll be having to step up in his place. Actually looks like a bit more of an all-around guy. They also have Jawar. I'm assuming, or Jawar. Maybe it's Jawar Jordan. I don't know. And then they do have British Brooks at fullback. Those are the only three quote-unquote running backs there. At receiver, they have Jerry Jeudy, Christian Watson, and Dontavian Wicks. They also have Troy Franklin. It's an interesting group. I'm worried about Christian Watson. He always, in Madden, just demolishes me. The others are still good, so can't exactly say I'm, especially with our secondary, can't really be super ecstatic about seeing them. At tight end, though, David Njoku is probably the best weapon here. 90 overall. It's just big, good athleticism, and going to be tough to bring down when he does catch the football. Looking at their line, though, this is where they'll suffer a little bit. Jalen Rivers is their starting left tackle, and he is not very good. 70 overall. Yeah, he's not super strong or anything. He's not great. So hopefully we'll have a mismatch there with Dorrance Armstrong. At left guard, Dylan Raduns, who, again, not great, 74 overall. At center, it's really bad with no Connor McGovern because they have Ben Scott, the 59 overall, in there. Yeah, that's brutal for them. And then at right guard, for some reason, they're not starting Kubas or Goncalves, or Goncalves or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But Branson Taylor, it looks like he's starting, and he's not great either. 64 overall at right guard. At right tackle, the only good spot in this line is the rookie right tackle, 6'8", 340-pounder, Evan Young. So yeah, not a good low line. See if we can take advantage of that. But defensively, Will Anderson Jr. is their headliner here, 93 overall. He's incredible. Boye Mafe is a solid number 2 there to Will Anderson. And then on the interior, not great. Savion Jones, Darius Robinson, and Tier Tart. Roy Lopez as well. Just a bunch of guys who are like fine, but nothing super crazy. Sam linebacker, they have Devin Bush, who's a 78 overall. Edrin Cooper, who's an 88, playing up to that. He's pretty good. He's going to be an issue on the second level. And then Ruben Hippolyte, the second, at will. And at corner, Tariq Woolen and Kyler Gordon are a very nice duo here. They also have Martin Emerson Jr. and Keely Ringo. And at free safety, they have Justin Reed. Strong safety, they have Javon Bullard. Kicker is Cade York. Punter is Corey Bojorquez. But I feel like this team's beatable. Obviously, really going to depend on our pass rush today, I think, defensively. Getting to Jaden Daniels and making that O-line suffer. We'll see. But here is a return, and it's a return to the 25 for Hills. Here comes Jaden Daniels, who so far not having a great season at all, actually. 2,600 yards, 59 completion percentage, 17 touchdowns to 13 picks. Really struggling here, and I'm assuming the O-line is not helping. Let's see, first down from the 25. 2 tight ends set for them. They're going to hand it off here with the rookie, and he gets 3. So looks like Bijan was out last week too. Hoffman had a decent week. So they're hoping for some more similar production from him. But 3 yards to start. 2nd and 7, looking pass once again. Pressured. He's going to get it out to Njoku for a 2-yard gain. Elliott hits him out of bounds. I will say I have not played Madden since the last video. So I'm a bit rusty, like actual playing Madden. So We'll see if that plays any effects as well. 3rd and 5. And it's going to be just dump off down to Judy. And, yeah, I got stuck on alignment. I tried to switch off, do switch stick, but it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. And that's going to be the first down there to the 47. Not ideal. Going with a heavy set here. It's going to be a handoff to Hoffman. Again, the rookie for 3. And, you know, he's running consistently. Obviously 3 yards per carry right now. But 2nd and 7 from the 50 here. Daniels going to play action here. Getting pressured. It's going to be just wide open run lane for him. He's going to slide before he takes a hit. 12 yards. I did put a contain on, but I, you know, did not consider really putting on any spy. And I think that's going to be something we just kind of have to do, unfortunately. So Kenneth Murray, you're going to be the spy here on this play. And this one is going to be a pass pressured. He's rolling out, and it's going to be this throwaway. Says that was a really good time to pull out the QB spy there. 2nd down and 10. This one's a screen out to the rookie, and he's got blocks ahead of him. Hoffman with a big play down to the 18. Yeah, that was a really good play call there. Really well timed with our safety blitz. The safety obviously over pursued. Did not really play the screen at all. Here's a handoff up the middle. Hoffman breaking off a tackle. Again, 3 yards. It's very consistent on his 3 yards. Sets up another 2nd and 7. Who am I stuck on? I don't even know. But it's going to be catch and down to the 1. It's Christian Watson. Beats Kalen Carson there on the drag. And they're going to go in goal line here. And you'd have to assume this is going to be a sneak for Jaden Daniels. No, it's not. It's going to be a handoff to Hoffman, and he's going to just truck through. That was, I believe, Cedric Gray who just got destroyed there on that one. And Hoffman getting heavy involvement here, even with no Bijan. They're not going to change their game plan. Obviously, they love including their running back with normally Bijan, but Hoffman filling in the shoes serviceably. Obviously, not the high-tier player of caliber that Bijan is, but you know, still filling the shoes enough to get a touchdown. That's a big hit on Kadarius Toney. We'll start the 23, but here comes Jalen Milroe. They're not even going to show his stats because they're, from what I remember, not great. But see if we can get something going here. It's been a little bit more difficult with the run game, I know. It's been a minute since I played, but I think that's the case. And there's 2 yards for Charbonnet. Oh, that's a lie. Actually, last week he had 10 for 183. Had an incredible game. So that's good to know. But we obviously are going to still try to involve him as much as we can. But here we're going to go screen. Using the screen play sheets. Going out to Parker Noel, who has some space. That's hit hard. And it's going to be a 3rd and 1. I don't know if Wildcat's really the move there, but we're not going to do that. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 here. Looking for a read option here. And we're just going to hand this one off. Charbonnet takes a hit, and it's going to be short. 4th and 1. And we're going to be risky here. We're going to try fake punt. It's probably not going to be a good idea, but we're going to try it here. Turk has time. Throws it. It's going to be almost intercepted. That was horrible. No one was open. They were prepared for it. QB1. Michael Turk did not make a play there, unfortunately. So they're in a really good field position. It was a big risk, and it did not pay out. Here's Hoffman again with a great run. And they're currently just finding success on the ground. Hoffman finally breaking one for more than 3 yards. All right, we're going to have to bring Kenneth Murray in. As much as I prefer Cedric Gray, we just need the extra run defense here. Here's pressure. Jaden Daniels throwing it. It's going to be almost intercepted. Dante Kent. Great coverage from him on Jerry Jeudy there. Would have loved an interception, but great play nonetheless. And sets up a second down and 11. Well, second down and 10 from the 11. And this one's going to be a play action here. He's going to be looking over the top. It's going to be Njoku, and it didn't even matter that I was underneath. He's just so tall and made a contested catch there, and that's going to be 14-0 here for the Peaks. Not ideal. Not ideal. Obviously, risked it for the biscuit there on that 4th down and 1. Did not go well. So we're going to get a punt return here. Kick return, I should say. Parker Noel. Parker Noel's going to take it all the way. 65-yard. Well, more than that because, yeah, but it was a great play nonetheless. Parker Noel, the backup running back. What a play on special teams. And that is going to put us right back in it, obviously. We needed that. We needed something. Some spark there. Great job from the special teams to open up the blocks for him. And Noel puts us up on the board here quickly. And makes this a one-score game once again. So it's essentially back to being okay. We just got to see if we can get a stop here. Ideally, we do, but obviously our defense really hasn't done a great job. Here's a return, and it's going to be taken. Big hit. That was Avery Young, but that was Hills on the return to the 30. And I think the problem is with our team right now is the personnel we have just does not match up well against this team. At all. It's the problem. That is the problem. They're going pass here. He's looking. Jaden Daniels gets sacked. It's Ebiketie. Just absolutely just bursting on. Bursting onto Jaden Daniels. But yeah, he just kind of shot in there like a missile. He really didn't even really beat the right tackle, the rookie, with a move. He kind of just pushed him back far enough and then just disengaged and then used his speed. And here's going to be a dump off to Hoffman. Great tackle from Kalen Carson. But again, I mean, Hoffman has been very impressive today. Sets up a 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 39. Jaden Daniels with Hoffman in the backfield looking pass. He's going up. It's going to be incomplete. He tried to get it to David Njoku. Jesse Bates knocked it free. And it's 4th and 1 for them. And they're going to be smart and punt it so we don't get good field position for Corey Bojorquez. And this one is going to be a big punt within the 10 here. Parker Noel's going to take the return, though. And he's going to cut it back upfield. And it looks like he may have had something, but close up quickly. We get to the 25. First down here from the 25. And we have a chance to maybe go down the field and tie this one up. See maybe 1 or 2 more plays here in the first quarter. It's going to be a little play action boot. And Miller's just going to take off himself to the 33, 2nd and 3 here. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. And the total yards really showing the difference in this game right now. 100-yard difference. And obviously the Peaks, I mean, they've been on the field longer. Our offense had a 3 and out, and then our only touchdown was from that kick return. So they've had to run down the field more, and they've gotten yardage, but we're still in it. Absolutely. So we're looking here on 2nd and 3. See if we can get something going here on maybe an RPO. And we're just going to run this one. Charbonnet finding 2 yards. And once again, 3rd and 1. And so far, this Peaks defense has done a really good job not letting Charbonnet get crazy gains here. That's what happened last week. He gets a yard there to give us the first down. But again, containing him to not really explode for big gains. That's the key because when he does that, that's really brutal for the defense. Here's going to be handoff. Charbonnet almost had something there, but another really good tackle there. So, 2nd and 8. They're looking pass. Just going to go Parker Knoll. Check down. He's been very active today. Takes a hit, but gets the first down. Yeah, he's been incredibly involved in this offense today. And, well, not even just offense, but also special teams. But Charbonnet's back on the field. And this one's going to be a read option, which is a mistake. I knew it was. But we get a yard still somehow. 2nd and 9 from the 50. This offense has been very inefficient, honestly, on first downs. It's been really tough for us to get anything. We're going to go quick tight end screen, and that's just, again, not really a good play. No gain. They were really aware of what was happening there. And it's going to be a 3rd and 9. Maybe could get in the field goal range without picking up a first, but let's see if we can pick up a first. Getting pressure, and Milrow going to have to go on the run using his legs. He has the space. He has the speed. Milrow taking it out of, well, not out of bounds, just to the sideline. To the 18, and that puts him over 500 on the season on the ground. And that speed is, it can be game-breaking. And it was there. Gives us, that was probably our, I think that was our biggest play on offense so far. I think that has to be. Here's going to be a quick throw. Iomanner touchdown on the RPO. And he's doing a headstand. Iomanner making a nice play. His first target today. And all of a sudden, it's a tie game, which is surprising considering how this game started. But there's an injury for one of our players. That's Feliz, our lineman, or Vincent Feliz, our right guard. And also, Broderick Jones is hurt. That's not good either, our starting left guard. So Chandler Zavala will be coming in for a little bit at left guard. Both our guards going down, not ideal. Hopefully they will be okay. Here's return Hills, and it's going to be a big hit to the 23. Dislocated finger for Feliz. He'll be fine to come back soon, but for now, Ed Ingram will be filling in for him. They're going to go empty here on first down. Does concern me. Looking past, looking for something to get open. It's another great play from Arnold Ebiketie. Milrow was going to look to run it, and luckily Ebiketie got there for only a 2-yard gain. Love to see that. 2nd and 8 from the 26 here. Motioning David Njoku. Looking past once again. He's going to check it down quickly to the running back, Hoffman, for 6. Nice hit from Elliott. 3rd and 2. And going to be from 31. Looking, Jaden Daniels going to throw it. It's going to be almost intercepted. Teddy Buchanan. One-on-one with Njoku is a little underthrown, but also just a great play to just have him accelerate at a perfect time to jump it. And another dropped interception, but it is going to be a 3-and-out, which is huge. Parker Knoll with another return opportunity here. A nice spin move. Parker Knoll with another spin move. Gets hit down at the 34. And right now our momentum has seemed to shifted here towards us, obviously. And it's been very surprising, honestly. Here's going to be a handoff to Charbonnet with space, trying to juke, and he gets 9. Gets caught up with Iomanner, but nice play. 2nd and 1. Second quarter is coming close to a 2-minute warning here. Here's another handoff. It's going to be Charbonnet again for a first down. Under 3 minutes in this one. Well, I guess in this half, I should say. Parker Knoll is in the backfield now. And we're going to hand it off to him one more time. And it's going to be 2 yards for him to the 50. Once again, not really getting much going on the ground at a consistent basis, at least. We don't have to run a play here before the 2-minute warning, but I think we will snap it right before. See if we can pick up a little bit. And it's going to get Connor Hayward open on the drag route for a big play to the 31. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll see here from the 31 if we can make something happen here. We can take our time. We don't have to use timeouts yet. We don't have to use only passing plays yet. We can run the football still with where we're at. Charbonnet takes a big hit, gets a yard. But, I mean, this run defense has just been honed in for sure on the defense has been honed in on the run for sure. And this one's going to be a play-action boot. We're just going to throw it out to Ramirez for his first catch. He's going to take it upfield for a first down. He's fighting forward to the 15. There's a timeout, and that's going to be an injury for Tariq Woolen, their best corner, holding his hip, it looks like. That is not good to see, because their depth isn't great, honestly. Plus, that burns one of their timeouts. Heavy set here. Pull back in. It's 3 tight ends. Charbonnet gets 2 again. Just consistently getting 2 yards. Not ideal, but it's at least a gain. And that's all you can ask for sometimes. But it's going to be a minute and counting left here in the half. And it's going to be Charbonnet again. Just getting met quickly. 2 yards again. And there's, I'd say, multiple injuries on that play. And that is not good to see. I think that's our starting center, Ethan Pocic, holding his knee. That's brutal. I did see a lineman, I think, or maybe a linebacker for the Peaks also holding their shoulder there, but a lot of lineman injuries today. 3rd and 6. And it actually was the Peaks injury timeout that was taken. That was very interesting. And we're looking quick throw. Cody Teal with the catch down to the 1, and another injury timeout. And it's, again, going to be the Peaks, and they lose all 3 of their timeouts on our drive due to injuries. That is brutal. We do see Ethan Pocic with a bruised knee. We'll have Seth McLaughlin come in for this one. So 1st and goal from the 1. The Peaks have really been getting beat up here. And we're going to go quick throw out to Ramirez. Fights in for the touchdown. We take the lead. I thought about, running the clock down more, but we're going to take our points. They don't have any timeouts to work with 51 seconds, so we'll hopefully be able to get the stop. Plus, we get the ball after halftime. Yeah, those injuries really brutal. It's also interesting that they got the injury timeout called on them when both of our players went down, and they were the ones who got it. And here's going to be a return again. Hills to the 23. So 47 seconds for Jaden Daniels and company. Let's see if they have something in the tank here for half. And, ideally for their sake, they'd want to get something big here so that they can continue getting points. Here's going to be a quick throw out to the running back, Hoffman. And Chase is just not going to be good. Kenneth Murray there. Got to get him off the field. No timeouts, obviously, down to 30 seconds. It's be a quick throw out to the tight end, number 2, for 8. So 2nd and 2 from the 48. Kind of getting close to field goal range here for Cade York, but the question is, can they get out of bounds as well? Here's be a quick throw, and that's exactly answering my question. Out of bounds, Dontavian Wicks there. It's a great route. That deep out route. And that puts them in field goal range for sure, but, they have some time to work with here. They just really can't take a negative play. Here's another quick out route. Jared Judy out of bounds for 9. And, yeah, they are just dinking and dunking down the field at this point. So we'll see if we can maybe hold it down a bit better here. This will be a throwaway for Jaden Daniels on 3rd and 1 now. It looked like he wanted the run, but he changed his mind. He figured, I'm better off just throwing it away, preserving the time here. We're going to press here. 3rd and 1 from the 27. Daniels looking, finding a man open. It's Njoku out of bounds. Keeps the drive alive. Maybe gets another play in here. And as long as they don't take a tackle inbounds here, we should be able to get some points. And it's going to be a pass. He's going to throw it away. With 6 seconds left, they'll probably just take their 3. But it's still a pretty well-called drive there. Did a really good job getting out of bounds. Makes this a 4-point game instead of a 7 before halftime. And that is going to be helpful for them. But we're probably not going to do anything here with these 3 seconds. We'll run it out and then just go down. Unless Kadarius Toney can round a corner here, just get out of bounds, it's fine. And we'll end the half there. 21-17. We are up. And we are in the lead, which I, wasn't expecting considering we were down 14-0 to start. But that kick return really did keep our momentum going here and, get the momentum back on our side. Because I don't know, if we wouldn't have gotten that, I don't know how our offense would have handled their second drive out there. But we do get the ball here. Kadarius Toney on the return. And he is going to try to find something. There's just no blocking. He stopped at the 23. So, 1st and 10 here. He still have more yards than us, but it is what it is. And this one's going to be a handoff. Charbonnet breaking 1 tackle. The blocks are ahead of him. Charbonnet turning that for an 8-yard gain. I'm shocked that he made that work because that was, I thought, dead in the backfield. And I think most people did at that point. It was like looking like a 3-yard loss there, but Charbonnet turned into an 8-yard gain. The blocks ahead of him also helped. Going to be a handoff here for the fullback, Van Summeren, who gets a yard. So 3rd and 1. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Maybe just get a little fancy. It could be a bad idea, but we're going to try to get a little fancy here on 3rd and 1. Design QB run for Milrow. Motioning Cody Teal. And this one's going to be out to Milrow. He's going to try to hold on to the football. He does. 1st down. Got to be careful. Whoa. Mouth, work, please. Got to be careful with his health, though. I know he's been a little bit banged up here. So we don't really want to run it with him a ton. Take too many hits. And Hayward going to go in motion here. Play action pass. We're going to go out up to Ramirez, who has a step, and he's going to make the catch in stride. Ramirez down to the 18. Beat his man in coverage. What a play. And that was one of, I think, Milrow's best passes, honestly. Really was. Beautiful ball. Sets up 1st down from the 18. We're going to try something here. I'm curious to see what this play is going to look like here. And Milrow's going to keep it himself. Milrow's going to have the blocks. He's going to get in for a touchdown to go up 28-17. And that was a great play. It confused the defense, the little slot end around sort of situation pitch. And Milrow, his rushing has been a factor today. More so than Jaden Daniels' rushing has. I think we've done a better job, clearly, of adjusting to stop the running game of Jaden Daniels. We've had the spies. We've had the contains on. Here's a return. And that's going to be a big hit. A broken tackle, but he fights to 33. Hills sets him up there. And they're coming out with 2 tight end set here. Obviously, Jaden Daniels is a really good quarterback. He's going to try to make something happen here. Here's going to be a handoff for Hoffman. It stopped after 2. And you'd have to imagine that they're going to still continue to run the football even down 11 here. Still a lot of time left, too. So they're not really in a bad spot to continue, but they're going to go pass here. And it's going to be a quick throw out to the backup tight end, and Wiley just shy of the 1st down. 3rd and inches. Looks like they're going goal line. It's usually where you want to start going. Going with these, run up the middle. Goal line stops with them. It's going to be Jaden Daniels getting across, and he's 6'4". He's a little thinner, obviously, than most quarterbacks his size, but he's still tall, and he can just reach across and get that first down very easily. So first down, Daniels with the handoff to Hoffman, the rookie, who's going to bounce off one tackle and fights to the 49, 6-yard gain there. Definitely impressing today. Hoffman is. He's a really serviceable, pretty good running back, honestly. In place of Bijan. Here's a handoff. Hoffman again for 2. Good tackle there. So 3rd and 2 from the 48 here. Really need a stop. See if we can get one. Daniels looking past his pressure. He's going to find a man open. It's Wicks who just gets open the last second there. I'm shocked he even threw that pass. That looks extremely sketchy. Leonard Williams was getting in his face too. It's just he was able to get it out when he needed to and makes the play. Keep the drive alive. And they're in field goal range, but obviously they'd like a touchdown. Here's a handoff to Hoffman, and Jesse Bates just completely over-pursued that. And it's going to be Hoffman with a huge run to the 14, tackled out of bounds. It's an injury. It's Torrance Armstrong down. That's not good. That is our veteran edge rusher there down on the play. Hate to see that. But it is going to be first down from the 14 now. And this one's going to be a handoff. Hoffman again finding blocks and a good run to the 10. Gain of 4. Bruised ribs for Dorrance. He'll be okay. We'll bring in Amari Barno for the time being. But, yeah, we are struggling here to stop them. Very apparent. And this one's going to be a quick throw out to Wicks. And he's going to fight for a first down. He's just shy. 3rd and inches. Another goal line attempt here. Daniels under center. He's going to take it. He's going to get it again. I mean, he's good at this, man. And they're going to go goal line again, but I'm sure they're not going to go QB sneak from this far out here. But they're going to bring out the big formation here. Here's going to be handoff. Hoffman, the rookie, breaking one arm tackle. Gets only a yard. Katie with a good job getting in there. But it is going to be a 2nd and goal situation from the 2. Still going to be really difficult to stop here. And, okay, that's actually big. I thought that was on us. But it's going to be a false start here for the Peaks. Sets them back. 2nd and goal from the 7 now. That changes this entirely. Because they had an option. They could still run it, obviously, here. That's very true. But I think they're in a worse situation to run it on 2nd. But it doesn't matter. Because one-on-one, for some reason, was my D tackle, Wyatt Grant. I don't understand why he was. I'm like 100% sure it shouldn't have been him. It should have been Teddy Buchanan, or it should have been one of those 2 linebackers in the middle. It should have been Buchanan, I think. Or, well, actually, no, it's probably Cedric Gray, and I was using him, and I shouldn't have been. But, yeah, wide open, Hoffman. They're going for 2. Which makes sense. Just, not an ideal start there or not an ideal drive, I should say, there. And here's going to be a throw. It's just a great out route there from the backup tight end. And that makes this a 3-point game, I should say. 3-score game would be concerning for them, but no, 3-point game. That is a big conversion there. And now we have a chance to return. Kadarius Toney with a little bit of speed in space, but gets caught up on one blocker in front of him. Still a nice run. First down, under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. This game's looking close again, just like last week. Here's a handoff. Charbonnet trying to find something, gets rocked. Will Anderson Jr. there. And we get a yard. Maybe one or two more plays here before the end of the quarter. Motioning Hayward to the left side of the formation. And it's going to be a play action here. You're going to have to get it out to the fullback, Van Summeren, who catches it for 5. That'll be the end of the third. Pressure came in there. I was not looking to make any other decisions. It's like, he's open in the flat. We're going to take him for a couple yards. And it was a good call to go that way. But the Peaks have definitely made this difficult. They are fighting hard here. But it is going to be 3rd and 4. Huge down here for all teams, both teams involved. So from the 38, Milrow takes a snap. He's getting pressured. No one's really open. He's going to have to fight Io Manor. Can't catch it. Kyler Gordon with great coverage. I wanted to throw the Jalen Coker, but I didn't think he was open enough to make the throw. I thought it was going to be maybe a pick underneath there, but yeah, there's no one really got open that play. It's going to be a big hit on Hills. Buchanan with a big hit, and there's going to be an injury. Gordon holding his knee. That is not good. Obviously, he had that pass breakup and great coverage to end our drive, but he's coming in here. With offense is coming in here. It's going to be a play. It's actually a run. Jaden Daniels takes it himself. Loss of 3. Storms Armstrong with the play. I don't know what that play is. A halfback pass, I think. Sorry, I can't speak right now. Halfback blast, and it seems like the play was a broken play. I think maybe the rookie was just not sure what the play call was. He confused it with something else, and miscommunications happen, especially when you got backups coming in. As Njoku over the middle with the play. 1st down. We had great coverage over there on the right side of the field. But unfortunately, Jesse Bates versus Njoku, no matter how good Jesse Bates is a mismatch with just the pure size of Njoku versus Bates. And again, Jesse Bates gets completely cooked by David Njoku. And that's not something we see very often. Because Jesse Bates has been so good for us. But yeah, look at him. He gets routed. He gets crossed up by David Njoku. Completely. The corner out really fooled him, apparently. And it's a touchdown. And that 2-point conversion is proving very huge here, because now this is going to put him up 4 points. So we can't just go down the field and take a field goal to tie it up. Got to go for a touchdown to take a lead. And Peaks are absolutely taking advantage of our shortcomings here today. Here's Kadarius Toney. Very little on the return to the 24. See if maybe we can get a screen again. I haven't tried a screen since the beginning of the game, really. See if we get something here. Motioning Noel. Going to go out to him. He has blockers ahead of him. Parker Noel. Oh my goodness, he got rocked. That was Devin Bush. I didn't expect him to actually get to that so quickly. That's why I didn't go outside on that one. Probably should have. Under 7 minutes to go. 2nd and 2. Motioning Ramirez. We're going to just go quick to out to Ramirez. 1st down to the 36. He's been pretty solid today. Sure, let's try this play. I like this one. The motion swing to Parker Noel out of the backfield. Does look like zone, so this could work well. Just need the blocks. And, Jalen Coker, man, you got to block better than that. Noel gets a yard. If he blocks better there, that's at least a 1st down. Possibly for even more yards there. 2nd and 9, under 6 to go. Milrow with some time to throw and just gets pressured. I mean, no one got open on that play, I don't think. Not really. Everyone was covered pretty well until the last guy I wanted to go to just didn't get open in time. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 here. And some pressure coming in. We're just going to have a throw it out to Coker, who's going to make up for the mistakes he's made so far for a 1st down. Nice play. Keeping the drive alive. We'll change the play here. They're pressing Cody Teal. Doesn't seem to matter. No one's getting open. It's going to be Noel in the backfield. Once again, making a play. He's been so critical in this game, honestly. He's been a huge reason why we are in this game with obviously the first touchdown for us in the game, and he's been very active in the receiving game. We got the Ramirez here, and he's going to get a 1st down, keeping the drive going. It's tough in this situation we're in, right? Because with the time we got the ball and the score that it is right now, it's like we either could try to run the clock completely, but we could also try to score fast, and we're kind of caught in between that. We get 1st and goal to the 6. And the main reason I say that is because if we take, we get a touchdown here, we'll only be up 3. It's not ideal. We're going to go out to Coker. Why not? And he just drops it. I mean, that wasn't a great throw. Didn't work how I wanted it to on that play, but it is what it is. 2nd and goal from the 6. By the way, both of our guards have not come back into the game to this point. So our backups are still in. It's going to be a handoff. Jalen Milrow. Oh, not a handoff. He keeps it himself. The blocks were there for a little bit. It's just Ramirez was not able to hold on that time. So under 3 minutes to go here. It's this huge 3rd down because field goal does not really help us a ton. Motion Charbonnet out wide. Looking for somebody to get open. Ramirez is wide open. He's going to get in for the touchdown. There we go. And we're going to take the PAT. It's the safest bet. I mean, obviously going for 2 is extremely risky. Because obviously if we don't get it, then they can just take a field goal and win the game. But this at least forces them to tie it. If they, we just got to hold them from scoring a touchdown. But here's a return. And this one, Hills again. We're just not tackling at all. And he gets to the 37. So definitely a good start there. They have plenty of time too. So, ball is in their court, and obviously their offense has been incredible today. There's going to be Jaden Daniels just quick out to Njoku. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, and finally brought down by Jesse Bates. But geez Louise, he just refused to go down there. Not ideal. Getting a lot of Lonnie Johnson. Did I say a Lottie? I don't know, but that brings us to a 2-minute warning. But I've seen Lonnie Johnson more than I want to, I'd say, so far today. I say so far today like there isn't only 2 minutes left in regulation. But it is going to be 1st down here from the 49. Time is of the essence here. It's going to be a quick throw and big hit, but caught. And there is Lonnie Johnson. Christian Watson with a great play there. Jaden Daniels looking for something here. Going to throw it. It's going to be caught. It's going to be Judy. And he's going to have a chance to take it to the end zone. He's going to get caught by Jesse Bates to the 6. We just have not been able to keep up in man coverage. It's been brutal. And I probably should be going for taking timeouts here, right? But we'll see. Maybe next play we'll see if they score. Pressure. Jalen Daniels going to have time. He's going to run it. And it's going to be a touchdown. There's no one ready for that. I didn't have anyone spying that time. So they're going to go up 4. Pending this PAT here. This would be a huge block, but we do not get it. So they're going to go 39-35 with 56 seconds left. We do have all 3 timeouts, but we have to score a touchdown. And I knew it was going to be, we were playing it risky there, not just trying to run the clock down, but they Yeah, they did a really good job there. Here's Tony trying to get some yards. He gets to 27. Not terrible, but not great either. We need a touchdown here. That's pretty much it. That's all I need to say is we need a touchdown. 52 seconds. We got to go down the field and score. Got 3 timeouts. We have time. We need someone to get open. He's going to be caught. Jalen Coker fighting through contact. Makes a play. We'll take a timeout. I don't know how he managed to get out of that, but he did. So, good job, Jalen. Cokeheads rise up. I like the one-on-one matchup there, but if Justin Reed doesn't, come down, I'm a little worried about that. Yeah, that's not a good matchup. We're going to go just drag again. Parker Knoll, who's been just everywhere today. Another first down to the 46, this time out of bounds. That is huge. Saves us a timeout here. Oh, hello, Banana. My cat is here. Ramirez he's just going to be open. They're leaving the middle of the field open, which I completely understand. They don't want us to get down the field with the getting out of bounds, right? But at the same time, you do have to kind of keep an eye on the interior of the field here. Jalen Milrose getting pressure. We're just going to throw it up one-on-one. That's going to be almost intercepted. That was very stupid and risky. Luckily, it did not amount to anything. Second down and 10 from the 29 seconds left in the game. Getting pressure. Throwing to Jalen Coker. He's open. He's going to get in for a touchdown. Jalen Coker, what a turnaround this game. He had some struggles earlier, but he's made some key plays here in this comeback. Not really a comeback. It's been back and forth, but we're going to take our PAT. We're up 3. They have all 3 timeouts. But it's very little time, 24 seconds to work with. And this game has been incredible, actually. This has been very back and forth. Everyone's been getting involved. No one's defense really wants to make a play here. And it's going to be broken tackle. He's still fighting, but he gets tackled down at the 18. And that took way too long and also pushed him back farther. It's going to be, it's still obviously very doable here with 3 timeouts for them. But obviously you hate to see that. We're going to put Leonard Williams on a spy. That's fine. Take the underneath. Here's Njoku. We just got to wrap up there. They do get a timeout, but they're looking very far here from where they need to be. Cade York does have a big leg. His accuracy's not incredible. Probably got to get to 45, I would say. Daniels is going to throw it one-on-one. It's popped up, and it's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson's going to call game. Just get down. Jesse Bates popped that thing up in the air. And incredible play. Obviously, Lonnie Johnson, the guy who I was just talking about being on the field a ton. Look at this. Look at the ball just popped in the air perfectly. Lonnie Johnson, great job making the play on the ball there. And that's a huge play because that's going to win us the game. We hold on with the kneel here. We move to 9-5. Send the Peaks down to 6-8. What a game, though. Back and forth throughout the whole thing. And we hang on. We hang on, but it wasn't pretty by any means. At all. But it was good. It was good win. Good team win. Just a little worried about this team. Again, I feel like we could lose any game, really, and that's concerning in the playoffs, especially. Yeah, that interception, the end there. Was that the first turnover for us? I believe so. But honestly, Jalen Milroe had an incredible game. Obviously, I think I did see at a point he had a 100% completion percentage, but only 4 incompletions, 284 yards, 4 touchdowns. Great game from Milroe. Daniels was really good against us other than that pick at the end, which really wasn't on him. The ball popped up really strangely. He had a great game. Rushing, we could not really run the football with Charbonnet. Big struggle. Drew Hoffman ran extremely well against us. Yeah, he's got a bright future. But Milrow was our leading rusher. He was awesome um, today on the ground as well. 5 total touchdowns with 300, almost 350 yards there. It's pretty good. Um, yeah, didn't really run it with anybody else that much. Jorge Ramirez ends up with a really nice game. 8 for 108 and 2 touchdowns. And both tight ends with great games. Obviously, 123 and 2 touchdowns. He had that crazy corner route that just completely cooked Jesse Bates. But it's fine because he came back and made the play that he needed to. Parker Knoll was so pivotal in this game in the just getting the checkdowns out of the backfield, 56 yards for him. Hoffman also, it's very just back and forth of, both tight ends, both running backs got involved heavily. Coker had that game-winning touchdown, was huge in that last drive. Imanner had a touchdown. We didn't get Cody Teal in very much. He didn't get open at all. Only 1 catch for 10 yards, but great performance there. Only 1 sack total for either team today. 3 TFLs. Abikady had the sack, had the pick from Lonnie Johnson. But, yeah, I mean, great game. And obviously, got to shout out Mr. Parker Knowles' 1 kick return for a touchdown. And they stopped punting. They stopped kicking towards him. They kicked to Kadarius Toney every single time. And he was very inefficient outside of the 128-yarder he had. But, yeah, Parker Knoll, that 93-yard punt return was huge. So, shout out to him. That was an incredible performance on his end. And, yeah, I mean, I'm very, very happy to get the win there. And we will be heading into next week, 9-5 here. So we are going to be having a for sure guaranteed winning season. We do see linebacker breakout part 3. I think that's for Cedric Gray. He's so close to being special. How far he's come this year. It's been a great run to see. Heck of a run for him. He's put a ton of work in. Yeah, I mean, he's been good. Obviously, this game, he wasn't incredible. The run defense really suffered when he was on the field. But honestly, it suffered regardless of if it was him or Kenneth Murray. Didn't really matter. But nonetheless, a good performance. I mean, Milrow probably is, like I said, it's probably his best game, I think. But at least one of them. It's definitely up there. But we only have 3 weeks left until the playoffs here, and us moving to 9-5 changes things heavily here, possibly. I mean, we're still the 1 seed for now, but we'll see. We'll see how it changes into next week. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.